Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to come back and share with you. If you've noticed a theme over the past, this will now be the third time with you related to the Kingdom of Heaven. That's what I really have been studying intensely for about 2.5 years. So you're kind of, this is kind of the product of some of that. So I promise to mix it up a little bit if we have another opportunity. This was really, I think, became important to me a few years back. Is like you were just looking at the world and wondering what's going on, right? We've got the pandemic and we've got just crazy things going on politically and whatnot. So I really wanted to try to get my mind wrapped around what is it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because then they won't hear you.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's what she was saying. You have to hold it like right up to your face.
Okay.
It's a sensitive mic.
Kiss
the mic is basically.
Kiss the mic. Oh, Steve was just kissing the mic. I hope not. Ooh, we're sharing. It's okay. But anyway, so that's kind of the genesis of just kind of this overarching or maybe underwriting theme. If you picked up on that over the last few times together. So anyway, we're going to carry on and hopefully be able to finish up the overview of the book of Hebrews. And I'm hoping to maybe, and this is again for my own benefit as I really started digging into it to really try to understand the severity with which the author spoke to these Jewish brothers. I mean, he really came after them with both barrels, right? And we're going to see some of those passages here this morning. And when I was a young believer, Hebrews was one of those books that just terrified me because it was intense. And so I think we can understand why the severity and the intensity and the urgency of this book as we kind of track a path through and pick up on verses that I don't know about you. Most of these I've never heard sermons on or Bible studies or anything. They're just passages that we just kind of seem to gloss over. But I think there's a common thread, a common theme going on in the book of Hebrews. And it has what I believe is everything to do with a period of transition, a formal transition from the age of the old covenant that these Jewish men and the writer and of course the kingdom of Israel were under, and the formal transition that took place with the advent of Christ and the beginning of his ministry, and then a curious 40-year period up to the final consummation, if you will, of the new age, the age of grace, as dispensationalists will call it, that was formally completed when the Old Testament style form of sacrifices came to an end for all time. So there's a period of transition that this author is talking about, and they're right on the cusp of that formal transition. And so he's telling these guys, look, we are almost there. The light at the end of the tunnel. The transition is about to take place. And you need to hold on just a little bit longer. We are almost there. And the urgency or the severity is that, look, if you turn your back on Christ now and go back to the old system that is about to disappear, about to pass away, one of the terms we're going to look at, there's no more sacrifice. You can't formally and publicly reject Christ and then next year or whatever turn around and just say, oh, I'm sorry, I was just kidding, and come back. You cannot expose him to that kind of public shame and then expect to come back. So that's why I think he was being just so intense and severe with these guys. So let's carry on. And I think, I'm sorry, the title is Hebrews, an Urgent Appeal.
Okay, same as last week.
Yeah, this is part 2.
Okay, got it.
And we're going to pick up in chapter 4. And again, for those